what you're going to do is go to the GitHub link and then just pull that stuff or just download it. And then I'm on Windows, so we'll double click on the Windows folder. And all we're going to do is click on this Redshift Houdini setup.bat. And right now I have version 21. I have a bunch of different versions and I want to show you what it's going to do. So we'll double click on that and it's going to auto detect all these versions here. It's going to look at these paths here. When 2027 comes out, we'll have that updated as well. But this is kind of the old way with the program data that it finds some of the older plugins. And for the 2026 is here. So what you're going to do is choose the version of Houdini that you want. You could either just type in the number or type in like commas and then the number if it's like a specific version. Right now, what I'm just going to do is use the A. It's going to install it for all the different versions. So I'll press A and then enter. And then, yes, we want to install the Redshift.json into the packages folder for all the selected versions. And just hit Y and then yes, enter. So there's some versions that were not compatible. So it'll use like whichever one is the latest version if it's not compatible. So for this one, for Houdini 210596, nothing was found for Redshift. So I'll just use the latest one. Okay. And then just hit enter. And then this is just kind of like a log file. If something goes wrong, it's going to be saved to your desktop. Hit enter one more time. That will go away. And if we go into our Houdini packages folder, and let me open up that Redshift, that new Redshift JSON that it created. So here's what it's doing. It's trying to match all the versions that you have for the regular Redshift and then also for the Solaris version of Redshift. All right. So now if we do a test and we open up Houdini, let's do a couple of them. All right. So we're going to open up our env file. And just because I've seen this happen every time I install Maxon stuff, I get like all these errors on startup. And it's usually due to the OpenFX plugins that get installed with Maxon. So what I usually do is just paste this. So Houdini _ disable _ OpenFX _ default _ path is equal to 1. And that's in your Houdini.env file. And then just save that. So next time that you open up Houdini, you're not going to get all those like console call-ups. So here we'll open up the latest supported version of Houdini with Redshift. We'll open that. We'll open up, let's do 512 and let's do 440. And let's go and check. Let's go in here and go to the out context, go to render, and we can see Redshift is right there. Let's go into right here to our shelves, and then we can check Redshift. We'll go to about, and we can see here that we have 210700. That's good. Let's close this out. And let's go and check now the version. We are in 440 on this one. So we'll check here, Redshift, go to about, and now you see 210440. And it's working also in Solaris. So we'll go to stage and we'll go here and Redshift. There you go. So all the icons showed up. Everything's good. There's nothing in the scene to render. So it's all good. It's working. So each version has its own Redshift correct plugin installed. So if Redshift doesn't have that option, then it'll just default to the latest version that is available for Redshift. But yeah, I think this is finally an easy way that you can install Redshift. Right now, it's available for Windows. Mac and Linux. I haven't fully tested it in Linux, so let me know if you find any bugs or anything, but it's working for Windows and Mac. And let's check this out one more time. We're on 512, so 21.0.512, and we'll go into Redshift, go to About, and we have it working there. Build for 21.0.512. All right, and then let's switch back to Solaris and Redshift, and it's working just fine. All right, guys, so let me know if this works out for you. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next video.